Hey, I reckon I've got Ray Beadle on the line. Hi, Ray.
Rusty, how you going, mate?
I'm going well, thank you very much indeed. And how are you? Now, before we get going, I saw you at the Blues on Broadbeach a couple of weeks ago. You were smoking,
Oh, oh, thank you. Well, I was just enjoying myself, having a ridiculously good time.
but
It
you
was,
you
yeah.
always seem to enjoy yourself, though. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen
Well,
you not smiling.
well, I just, I, how can you not with a band, that I'm lucky enough to play with different bands and just make some really fun music and yeah, the guitar. I've just been really, really enjoying it the last 12 months, just playing all together. So anytime I get to get up on stage and make some noise, it's really exciting for me.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone, it's been a year or it's been a year and a half. Can I
Yeah.
just take your brain back away from that though? Go way back. Give me a quick potted history of Ray Beadle by Ray Beadle. 30 seconds.
Okay. I started playing guitar. Started trying to learn to play guitar, and I'm still trying to learn to play guitar. How's that?
That's great and very humble. Very humble. I mean, all right. You played
Let's
with
see
the
about 30 seconds.
That's right. You played with the Australian sort of encyclopedia of blues band 4 Day Riders for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
When I was between, well, I started. I feel like that was the first band that I was working with a lot was the Riders between the ages of 17 and 21. Yeah, and I always say to people that I learnt to play the guitar from my mum and dad and my uncles and aunties who will play guitar, but I really think that I learnt to play the blues from the 4 Day Riders. Yeah.
yeah,
Like in those early days, I really learned everything about the blues from playing with Ron and Jeff, and yeah,
yeah.
really an encyclopedia of knowledge there with
And
those guys.
and you must have done something right because you ended up, well, not ended up, but at one stage you had a 3 months residency at BB King's Club in Memphis. How did that go about?
Yeah. Well, actually, I went on a trip to the States when I was younger, and I was late 90s, when I was about 19 or so, and I met the band when my friend snuck me into the club. Because
Right.
they're just supposed to be over 21 there, and I was underage, but he had the gift of the gab, my friend Peter Gossine, and talked us into the club, and then furthermore talked him into letting me have a go on the guitar. So I had to play with the band there, when I was in my late teens, and then made friends with them, and then got the guitarist in the band some gigs back here in Australia, and he was so grateful. He said, "Mate, anytime you're in Memphis, Tennessee, you just let me know, and you have a gig at BB King's." So that's how it came about. And then, sure enough, I went back when I was about 23 on a 3 month visa, and he let me have the band every week, one night a week, just on whatever I wanted to play. I had an 8 piece band to use. so so lucky. Yeah, that's how
Mate,
it came about, and
that's pretty
what
cool.
an opportunity. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so lucky.
Hey, and hang on, you still hang out in Memphis. You were there for the International Blues Challenge a couple of years. Well, the last time it was held, probably in 2019,
Mm,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
and you got through to the last eight. And our boss, Peter Noble, was
Yeah,
there, and he was
no, sorry,
absolutely
man.
miffed that you didn't get through to the absolute
Ah,
final. He's gone. He called up and he said
oh,
Ray should have won.
oh, that's nice of him. He messaged me as well after the show. I saw him before the show, but yeah, he's very supportive, very supportive, and And yeah, it was a really good time. That was actually just the beginning of last year, 2020, and we just got in before COVID because we landed back here, and then all hell broke loose there. So yeah, it was very close. But you know, that opportunity there was just something that I thought, oh, I've done it with the band before. I'll just try it just solo and see how I go. And ended up going right near to the end at the theatre show with the top 8 in the world. Yeah, and
Wow.
I think there was about 150 solo acts, and then another 150 bands. So a lot of people playing some blues over there.
Wow. Well, congratulations on that. And then,
Thank you.
as you say, COVID hit. But in COVID, you got together with Jonathan Schwartz.
Oh,
You
done
did
it
the
before.
301 live session.
Yeah, yeah. Things just seem to be go really well for me in the last couple of years, and in the timing of everything, I managed to. My manager scored a record deal for me in Sydney, which is
Yeah.
the first time ever for me, and they've just given me unlimited access to the studio at 301 to record and just make as much music as I possibly feel like doing. So straight after that, I just thought, oh, it was a good idea for me to play some blues in a different sort of setting would be to just use an upright bass and I just wanted a snare drum with brushes, no full drum kit, just a snare drum. I thought it's just a nice sort of way of recording some nice music and some blues, So I asked Jonathan and Andrew to come and join me, and they were, believe it or not, available because everybody had no work for like 12 months. So I recorded in 2020 7 albums,
Get out of here.
and everybody was available. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to record as much as I can in this time that we can't do anything else. So
Wow. Well, yes,
yeah.
because
So
also the other one that you released was Twisted Blues with Clayton Doley and
yeah,
Andrew Dixon.
yeah. Oh, it's just that's a really fun album for me because that music of George Benson, Wes Montgomery, Jack McDuff and Jimmy Smith, like it's some of my favorite music, And to be able to record that sort of stuff with the best in town, oh, very very happy with it. Very happy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and you dropped the name George Benson, and I saw in an interview that
Yeah.
you've recently got a George Benson
Oh,
signature Ibanez.
yeah. Well, I'm so happy with it. I've been playing it a lot. I've got it about a month ago. Yeah,
Right.
Charlotte.
Now, when you,
Yeah.
because not being a guitarist, I don't know this, but you see sort of signature guitars. When you pick up that
Yeah.
signature guitar, do you get a bit of George thrown in there too? Is there a little bit of essence of George when you start playing?
Oh, 100%.
Not that you need
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Not that you need
Oh,
it.
no. It's really, it's just a buzz to have it. I'm very lucky to have it.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be able to have anything like that. So, you know, yeah, very lucky. I want to thank Australis for hooking me up with that. They gave it to me for my birthday back in May. So,
Wow.
very, very lucky.
Wow. Awesome stuff.
Yeah,
And I take it
yeah.
you'll be bringing it to Blues Fest.
Yes. Well, I'm just so happy that it's been rescheduled and we get another chance to come up and play. Yeah, October. So
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yep. Well, listen, there's a lot of people sort of champing at the bit, not least all of us here at Blues Fest after,
Oh, I can imagine.
but
Yeah,
yes, it's going to be fabulous. But just
yeah,
let's just weave this back to you a little bit. You said you did 7 albums last year, of which I've spoken about 2.
yeah.
So what's next for you, Ray? I heard a rumor
Well,
also about something in July. Care to share?
yeah. There's another release, the third release, is an album that I recorded with an 8-piece band. We record everything live in there, so it's quite a big studio, and we just go in for a day and just record an album, and then a couple of months later we'll go in for another day with a completely different band and record another album. And this one is one that we did. In mind for me, I just thought, the Stax label is really known as a soul label, but they actually recorded a whole heap of my favourite blues guitar players as well, and not really as well known or as thought of as much as all the soul stuff. So I wanted to shine a bit of light on the funk side of Albert King and Little Milton and guys like Johnny Taylor, and just really do a blues album from the Stax label. Yeah. So that's why I'm calling it Stax Blues.
Right.
And I've got a great band. I'm so happy. That's the one that we played with that lineup at Broadbeach that you saw. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and that was so cool, so hot, right? It really was. So
I had so much
was
fun with it.
the non-dancing crowd that were sort of dancing as much as they were allowed. It was.
Yeah.
If you over shuffled, I think they pointed the finger at you.
Yeah.
Now,
everyone was really buzzing up there.
Yeah.
No,
that was cool. Now that's not the band that you're bringing to Bluesfest this time. The Stacks of Blues band. Who's in the band for Bluesfest?
Well, I'm still undecided, to be honest with you, Rusty. I want to leave it for a little bit because I've got so much going on. I just want to decide what to bring up. What would be the most fun to do. So, watch this space.
Okay, all right. I expect to text when we can share with all our audience. I expect a text so that we know.
There will be a big announcement because I've got about 5 different outfits now. So
well, this is it. 7 albums. I mean, your songbook was always pretty deep. You'd done half a dozen albums anyway, and done some great stuff. So, I mean, now it must be hard for you. How do you walk on and say, all right, this is the set, or do you just feel it as you go and just call it?
Well, as long as we have the first song, that's all. I just I don't like a set is set list. I don't usually like to go off because it's more of a suggestion box, really.
Yeah.
Because it depends what the gig's feeling like. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's fine by me. So I know I can scream from the front of the stage and go, "Oi, play Ruby," and you'll go,
"Oh, well,
all right then."
This is the thing, as the music grows and you have more repertoire, there's definitely people calling out different things from different bands and different albums, and it's fun.
Hey.
It's good to have a lot of material to choose from. So.
Yeah, and I want to hark back just briefly. You said, and it sort of passed me over first time round. You said, we just go in with the band to the studio on one day and we record an album. I mean, I don't think that hasn't been done since the 60s, really. That was like how it used to be done. And then people got into, we'll take 3 weeks. We'll go to the country. We'll go to the studio in Switzerland and we'll stay there for 3 months and make an album. But
I would like to do that as well. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to do that.
I know, but
I feel like for these albums that I've been recording, I'm recording them with friends. We've been playing together for over 20 years. I mean, there's a big group of musicians that I've known over the last 20 years. So we feel comfortable, So it doesn't take long for us to just press the red light, and off we go.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to be honest, the guys that you, I mean, at Broadbeach there was Adam Pringle, Declan,
Mm, yeah.
Lockie was on the Lockie Doley,
Yeah. Yeah.
who's also going to be up here playing with Barnsley as well. So as is Clayton
Fantastic.
Doley, his brother. So
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I mean
well,
you've got
I
some
had
great
Clayton
guys.
on the, I had Clayton on the organ trio and Lockie on the stacks of blues. So who knows? Who knows? We could do just about anything up there.
And we'll welcome you with open arms. You know that, Ray. So
I love it.
you're going to be here for a few days over our October Blues Fest. Um, Give me 5 things that you do while you're at a festival. What 5 things do you do? Okay, so you're going to play. That's one.
I'm going to play. Yeah, I'm going to check out the first thing. Honestly, the first thing that I like to do is go check out all the fruit stalls. Just after a long good bar, and I just like to wander around and look at the food stalls and get something to eat. And then when I've got something to eat, I walk around with it and I just check out who's playing and what's some music and enjoy the atmosphere of the festival. You know, yeah, I love that's probably the first couple of things that I do.
Yeah.
And then I just cruise around backstage and say hello to a bunch of people that I haven't seen for a year or two. Yeah, catch up with all my friends that are playing at the festival as well.
Yeah. And then booking your next 7 albums from those friends that you meet backstage.
Yeah, hey, why don't we record something?
I totally missed that. You cut out, but never mind. I'll take it. I'll take it that we shouldn't have had it anyway. Anyway, Ray. Look, we look forward to seeing you in October. You're working this weekend, aren't you? You're working this weekend at the Cronulla Jazz Fest. Go well there,
Yeah,
mate. Travel safe. Go
yeah.
well. Stay safe
Thank,
in all of this crazy world, and we'll see you
thank
in
you.
October.
Thanks, Russ. You'd like to talk to you again, mate. We'll see you.